So sometimes they're going to ask, I mean, most of the time when they ask you to write an equation, they're going to give you at least one point that it passes through and a means of finding the slope of that line. Because those are the two pieces of information you need to write any equation of the line. We just don't tend to expand it and put it in expanded form very often because, well, one, there's the whole, I mean, expanded form will have many different equations represent the same line. That's another issue you'll see with point slope form. But you know, it could be done. I could write the equation of a line in in any format as long as I know the slope and I know a point that it passes through. If I'm missing one of those pieces of information, I can't do anything. So we want to write the equation of a line passing through -5, -4, and it's parallel to the line passing through -3, 2, and 6, 8. One of the things that I see students do in problems like this is that they'll mix up the information for the two lines. There's two lines being referenced here. We're looking for the equation of a line passing through -5, 4, and it's parallel to the other line. This is what we're looking for. This is our answer. Now I need to know what the other line is, so I want to use a different color here. There we go. But we have a line that passes through this as a second line. We need to know information about this second line to find information about our line. But I don't want to start putting coordinates for this line into the coordinates for the line that I'm looking at or looking to find. So what I need to know, well, I know for our answer, again, the two pieces of information I need is I need the slope and a point it passes through. I'll just say it passes through PT. Well, I have the point it passes through. That checks. I need the slope. Well, since I know it's parallel to the line that's passing through those two other points, I know it's going to have the same slope as the other line given here. So if I find the slope of that line, I'll have the slope of my line. So I'm going to take this line here and say, okay, I'm going to find the slope. So I'm going to take 2 minus 8 over -3 minus 6. And I get a -6 over a -9, which becomes a positive 2/3. So that's the slope of the line that passes through those 2 points. Can I find the equation of that line? Sure, but I really don't need to. The only part of it that's going to be the same with my line is the slope. So I now know the slope of my line. So our answer is going to have a slope of 2/3 and pass through -5, -4. Now it doesn't say what format to put it in, so if I just want to say, okay, well, y plus 4, it's actually y minus -4, equals 2/3 times x minus -5, which would be a plus 5, that would be fine. I'd be done. If it said I had to put it in, slope-intercept form, which sometimes you'll see problems that'll ask you to do that, then I have to go a step further. But I mean, I could actually give that as an answer and it'd be sufficient. But if I wanted to solve it for slope-intercept, I will distribute the 2/3. I'm going to subtract 4 from both sides. Now 4 is the same thing as 12/3. So I'm subtracting 4, or I'm subtracting 12/3 from both sides. And I combine like terms. The y equals 2/3 x minus 2/3. So that's the equation of the line and slope-intercept. So, but But this is the general way you're going to find information for any line. You need to figure out what its slope is and then the point it passes through.